And I think I am live. Yes. Hello, and welcome to my very first live feed. Now, I'm speaking on behalf of the people of Newcastle, which I have been, which I visited that place, I think around about 3 times over the past 30 years or so. And the biggest news that's been happening since January this year is NBN News will finish this Friday. Now, NBN was established in May 1958, but wasn't made its first broadcast until March the 4th, 1962. And it was that time the first presenter was the late Murray Finlay. Now, he was there until, I think, the mid-1980s. That's when Ray Dineen took over. And Ray finished up at NBN, I think, around about 2012, if I'm correct. So the presenter, before I get into that, it was in 1972, I think around about May 1972, NBN News did something that no other news service has ever done before. And that is they went from half an hour to 1 hour, which was a big a milestone at the time. No other television station has never done it. Maybe overseas, probably overseas stations have, but not in Australia, because usually all the metros like 7, 9 and 10 only went for half an hour or so. So all I can say to the presenters, the technicians, and the reporters, news presenters, or I think I mentioned that, I wish you all the very best in the future. And I hope you're not made redundant. I hope you find other jobs in the media industry, radio or print. Yes, I do admit it is very sad that this happens. You got to remember though, WIN Televsion is a corporation. It's a huge corporation, bigger than NBN. So sadly, they can do what they like with another television station. It's a bit like radio, really. If you notice, Triple M, they do the same thing. They kind of take over small radio stations. The Super Radio Network is the same. So yeah, but well, that's what I've got to say for the time being. But please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, and yep, that's all I can say. You got to apologise. I haven't got a script in front of me or something like that. I'm doing this by memory. So yeah, but all I can say, my heart goes out to you people up in Newcastle, Lake Macquarie, Port Stephens, the Hunter Valley, Cessnock, Maitland, the Mid-North Coast, up at Port Macquarie, Taree, Armidale, New England. Yes, I've been all those places. And of course, up around Narrabri, Moree. So this like NBN just covers everywhere. Oh, absolutely everywhere. It's a huge market, really huge market. But once WIN Television comes online on Sunday evening, just before midnight, it's going to make it bigger. And what is so interesting about this, it ties in with the Wimbledon championships also. But anyway, all I can say is all the best in the future to all those presenters. I think I mentioned that. And what to expect? Well, with news in general, you expect 20 minutes of news, 7 minutes of sport, and 3 minutes of that's it. And on the weekends, you'll get your Sydney news. Now, I'm using this because I'm down south, mid-south actually. I'm near the border of Victoria and New South Wales. I follow Melbourne news. I follow Melbourne stations because I'm closer to Victoria border than that. But if I was up at Wagga Wagga or Goulburn, that comes under Sydney. Okay, that's it. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.